Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Many men don't have a concept of spending money for sex. Many men don't have a concept of it. And you know what? Well, before I even get going, first I hope everybody had a good family day and everything, or Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving, whatever you want to call it. Turkey day, right? Hope everybody had a good day. And I want to shout out Cousin Tito. I'm just coming from the gym and did a two-piece with mambo sauce. If you follow Cousin Tito on his Patreon, you'll see what that is, right? So, did it's a good workout and everything, right? But yeah, talking about that men paying for money thing. I mean, men paying for pussy thing. I remember I still be seeing these content creators and they talking about how men gotta pay no matter what, right? No matter what they gotta pay and everything. And I'm like, well, not necessarily. Now, reality, yeah, some men do have to pay. Some men do have to pay. If they don't have resources, shoot, they ain't getting any attention from the women, right? But even then, it's limited. But resources, they get something. Some people might use the term, beta provider or something, or non-select dude. Yeah, you get some attention and stuff, but the reality is there's men who don't be spending money and shit. Now, I'm going to tell you what. I've seen both sides of that thing, right? Now, it's tough for me I have to actually sit down and try to remember when I spent a lot of money and the reward from the woman was sex. And I got to go back to the late 80s, and that's when... And even then, it was like a few times. Like I can count it on one hand times that, spent money, took it to a nice place, dinner and shit, got some sex afterwards. I can count on one hand. And that's back in the late 80s, right? And then, even then, there was some women, take them to dinner and stuff. It'd be good to get a hug from them and shit, right? But then, I'll say starting in the 90s and stuff, some of the same women who wouldn't do all of that. I could spend money, pay for the date, everything, wouldn't do all of that. They were doing vile things to my body without me spending a thing. In fact, they were spending their money. And the only difference was the body game. The only difference was my body was tighter. That's the only thing, right? And, plus some other insight I got from some sex workers. But the bottom line is there's plenty of men like that. There are plenty of men like that. See, think about something, right? Think about something. Oh, hold on. Let me write this while I'm talking. Yeah, think about something. People be thinking, oh, why all men got to spend money or something. So how is it you got these women out here who got a lot of money, got their own place, and then they move some dude up in there? How much money did he spend? Or you got, especially like you got these MILFs or cougars or something messing with some youngin' or something. How much money did they spend? How much money did the man spend? All he had to do was show up. All he needed to do was just be available for, Or these teachers messing with some of these young boys in school, and it's more than just teachers. It might be an older neighbor or something like that. Or even in high school. These dudes be getting some sex or something from some teenage girl. They don't be taking them out, hanging out, or anything like that. Shit. The little girl might be like, she may be like, yeah, why don't you come over? My parents gonna be gone for a while. Hurry up now. Oh, shoot, be leaving like, the back door to the basement open or something like that. Seriously. A lot of dudes be getting it, but see, a lot of dudes don't have that concept of it. They don't even have a concept of it because it's not happening for them, and they think just because they're paying and everything, everybody else got to pay. It's like, no, it's not like that. See, one of the things, and I've said this a lot of times, there's simply different worlds. It is what it is. Yeah, you got some guys out here struggling, of course. You got guys who would call themselves incels or whatever. And, you can't really shit on their reality. That's their reality. But when they think it's someone else's reality, it's like, no. Even because what happens is when people get in their groups, they get around, they'll be friends with like-minded people. So they think just because they're being co-signed by some people, they think that's all it is. It's like, nah. And even with that pay thing, because remember I told you I did that late 80s, that was my dumb ass listening to some people. Because before then I had situations where the women paid. But I'm thinking, oh, okay, I got a little bit of money now, this is what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, instead of just sticking with what I should have been doing. I had to be reminded. And I know plenty of other people had that. I mean, and that's the case even to this day. Look, remember what I said a couple of days ago about, women looking at a man talking about she'll smash that? Well, shit. If a woman want to have sex with you, all you really need, you don't need money, you don't need to take on a date. All you need is a place to fuck. If she got her own spot, you gonna fuck her there. If you got your own spot, she'll fuck, she'll come over. You ain't did shit. All you did, only thing you gotta, and you can't even call it pay, really. Give them some time. That's all you gotta do. For certain men. And see, my thing is trying to get a man to that point. Because if you're paying money, first of all, if a woman looking at you and she looking at money, she's not sexually turned on by you. Serious. And I've said this millions of times. I probably have to keep saying it because a lot of guys still want to fight it, even when I say it. Even some guys who follow me. They still think, oh, well, I still got to spend that money or something. No. How's this broke motherfucker getting it? Or how's a motherfucker on a job, right? On a job, ain't spending no money, getting some woman sucking his dick on the storage room or something. Like, just to be clear, people say, well, me too. And women, no, they only do that for guys they don't want. Remember, the basis of what I introduced to this, the space is a whole select, non-select thing. And yes, there are some select men, they got to have some status or something, right? But then you got that portion, which I hadn't used the term in a long time, the Mr. Good Boss. Shoot. All they had to do is show up. Sometimes they don't even have to show up. Shoot, because if a woman want to have sex with you, you know what? She'll shoot. You could live in a poor neighborhood sleeping on an air mattress in a space that you fake at keeping clean, and she'll still come and fuck you. Because when women want that D, that's all they need. They don't need all that extra stuff. They don't need to be eating that Ruth Chris or something like that, or go to some movie or some play. When they want all that, shoot, they quick and to the point. Shoot, they might even tell you, invite you out. Shoot. Because seriously, that's why I say, with myself, I'm just going to talk about myself. I got to go back to the 80s. And even then, that was only a few times, listening to some motherfuckers thinking, oh, yeah, well, I'm important. I got to have this money. I'm like, fuck that shit. And like I said, some women who I spent money on didn't give me any. Then years later, when I didn't spend any money on them, they not only spending money on me, but shoot, doing vile things to me. And, get out that money thing. Like I say, that's why I always say, if you make money, you making it for yourself. Don't think that's going to really do anything. Now, I know a lot of guys try to use that as bait. And it can be a bait, but think about what you catch with the bait. Sometimes when you go fishing and stuff, yeah, you can catch a nice trout or something, or a salmon, depending on where you at. But there's also some fish you prefer not to catch. And if you use that thing for money, that's that's like a magnet to acculturated prostitutes. Or shout out the pimp guy who call them acceptable hoes. Seriously, that's all that shit is. Now, this ain't saying don't make money, but you do it for yourself. You do it strictly for yourself. Because, you got it's too many men out here just getting it for free. And if you don't know any, well, you need to think about where you hang. Shoot, just go certain places. Hang out in the gym long enough. Shoot, go work in. Shoot, anybody's worked in large retail places, I guarantee there's at least one person. Or shout out Cousin T-Talk again. What he talk about? The office fuck file. The office fuck file. They don't be paying. In fact, I'm gonna put a link to that because that's an important thing for people to understand. Because trust me, I've worked retail, I've worked in the offices. Trust me, motherfuckers be getting down, they ain't spending one penny. Women be spending their money. And I've talked about street gigolos too. And you know, those street gigolos, they just be some regular dudes out here and stuff. Got the women doing everything for them. Only thing to do given is the dick. That's all he doing. He's spending money. He ain't even spending money. He ain't even buying clothes. He might look fly as shit, but you got some guys out here. If you seriously ask them, well, oh man, those some you say to them, hey, those some fly clothes you got. Say, yeah, this woman bought it, she bought it, she bought it, she bought it. Like, women are tricks, man. Women, when they want to fuck, they tricks. All right? And shoot, you got, like I said, you got some women, shoot, they'll move that guy in. I remember where I live now. Now, I told you, I live in a modest place, right? I remember years ago, this woman upstairs from me, shoot, she had this muscular dude. He ain't never work. All he did was work out all day. When it's warm, you know, walk out on the balcony with his like shirt off. That's all he did. He ain't working, he had no job, nothing. You know, so how he paying for it? Shit, she sponsored him. And she was that type, I could tell she did that normally and stuff. But that's the thing. I mean, it happens out there. It happens. And shit, a lot of what I'm telling you is, like when I talk body game, I'm telling you what it just take. I'm just telling you what it take to get that. It don't take much. It don't take much, really, just be friendly. That's all you gotta do is just be friendly, just talk, just get your shit together, get your bait together and everything. Because once you get that connection with the woman, shit, she ain't gonna waste no time. And she want that shit bad. Shit, they be horny. You know? And yeah, I know some guys say, well, that's never happened for me. Well, yeah, you're right, it didn't happen for you. Like I said, that's your world. But it still happens for some guys. So the issue is figure out what the guys are doing. And the only like common denominator I've seen is the women like their body types. Because I've talked to a lot of women about who they got with. And the dudes ain't do shit for them, but they like the body. You know? That's the common denominator. Because I know some dudes think it's just the face and shit, but I've also known some women, they get with a dude who ugly. But they liked his body. And the dude dominated him in the bedroom. So shit. Once you get that vibe, that's all you need. Damn, is this joint open over here? Damn, people be all open on. Yeah, so anyway, right. Anyway. That's all I got for y'all today, right? Y'all have a good weekend. But keep in mind what I'm saying, though, okay? All right? I'll talk to y'all. Peace.